Welcome back to this special installment of Championship Rounds. Yes, UFC 299 is stacked to the brim. It is juiced to the gills. And I'm going to get to that really soon. While you're here, of course, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to provide my picks here that you can use to get that bag. As always, if I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know if it tastes good or not. Unless it tastes good, then you can let me know. But as I mentioned before, this card is absolutely stacked. So stacked that the early prelims feature Iwan Kutilaba versus Felipe Lins, as well as Michelle Pieta versus Michelle Alexejczyk. Starting with the preliminary card, we have Kyler Phillips versus Pedro Munoz. Well, Kyler Phillips has looked very, very dynamic. He's taken fighters into deep waters and drowned them, but he's never faced a fighter the caliber of Pedro Munoz. How much does Pedro have left? I guess we'll see tonight, but if I had to pick, I'm picking Pedro Munoz because Kyler Phillips has been defeated by lesser caliber than Mr. Munoz. Mateus Gamrot versus RDA, Rafael dos Anjos. Well, RDA has been a mainstay for quite some time now, and Mateus Gamrot is a worker. Is Mateus Gamrot better anywhere on the feet or on the ground than RDA? I don't think so, but I think Mateus is coming on while RDA is falling off. I look to see a Henry Cejudo-esque performance from RDA in this one, where he comes out and he looks great in the first round, but the aggression and the ferocity of Mateus Gamrot will set in and sink RDA, winning the 3-round showdown. My pick is Mateus Gamrot. Caitlin Chukagian, or whatever she's calling herself these days. I don't know. I don't care. She's in there with Macy Barber. Now, Macy Barber's young, 13-2 coming in here, but Caitlin Chukagian is a point fighter. And I think she gets in there, and it's funny because her nickname is the Blonde Fighter, but I think she gets in there and flat out outpoints Macy Barber. Macy Barber might have buzz. She might have the star power, if you will. I mean, I know she wants it, but a fighter like Caitlin Chukagian, who just makes it her job to get in there and not hurt you, but score points and get her hand raised. I think she does that tonight. Caitlin Chukagian. Curtis Blades versus Jailton Almeida. Oh my God. Now, the last time we saw Jailton Almeida, he took the path of least resistance and held down Derek Lewis to win a snoozer of a main event. But he got the win, and he's still dangerous. He's got knockout power. He's got submissions against Curtis Blades, whom also has knockouts and also has a very educated wrestling acumen. But does he have the gas tank? I don't think so. Now, I know that this fight is only a 3-round showdown, so the cardio won't be as much of a factor, but I've seen Curtis Blades gassed out in lesser time. That being said, a fighter on the up and up, like a Jailton Almeida, who's looking like he's next in line for a title, I don't see him slipping and stumbling against a gatekeeper. Yeah, the guy that holds the door, the guy that fights all the guys that fight for the title but never does himself. That's Curtis Blades. I'm picking Jailton Almeida going away in this one. Petr Yan versus Song Yadong. Now, Song Yadong is on a 2-fight win streak. Okay, he's got some buzz. He's fun to watch fight. But Petr Yan, he hasn't done so well in his last fight. And people say, yeah, he's fighting hammers. I get that. He's lost consecutively to Aljamain Sterling. He's lost to the current champion, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And I believe he was defeated by Merab Dvalishvili. I mean, who hasn't been defeated by Merab at this point? You got Song Yadong coming in here to face Petr Yan. I don't see him beating Petr Yan. I don't give a damn about their history. Petr Yan, if you want to do MMA math, took out and defeated Corey Sandhagen. I know it was a split decision, but Corey Sandhagen separated Song Yadong from consciousness. So I'm definitely going to go with the former champion in this one, especially when he's facing a guy in Song Yadong who is fun to watch fight, but I don't see him ever fighting for a championship. Petr Yan. All right, you got Gilbert Durinho Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. I'm going to make this one short and sweet. We saw Gilbert Durinho Burns run Hamzat Chimaev through the meat grinder for the win. He didn't get the win, but Hamzat Chimaev was definitely wearing it, and the fight could have went either way. Funny that I say that because Hafez, a guy that no one knows, gave Jack Maddalena everything he can handle and then some, and almost defeated him. Do I see Jack Della Maddalena, even though he has all this buzz and his dynamic striking, everybody's goo guying over this guy? I don't see him getting past Gilbert Durinho Burns. Gilbert Durinho is just as seasoned on the feet, I believe, as far as power and danger is concerned. Yes, Della Maddalena can be more dynamic. I get that. But as far as putting it hurting on you, damage, and landing shots, Gilbert Durinho is just as good as anybody at that. And when you go to the ground, well, this isn't even close. So my pick is going to be Gilberto Durinho Burnzo to get the upset over Jack Della Maddalena. Kevin Holland, Big Mouth is what Dana White used to call him. Yeah, he's won a lot of fights, but you know what? He's lost a lot of fights too. One of the fights that I want to point to is when old man Stephen Wonderboy Thompson not only defeated him, but finished him. Now he gets in there against 37-year-old MVP, making his debut in the UFC, the worldwide leader in MMA. And do I think for 1 second, he's going to get in there and let Kevin Holland spoil his arrival? No, I don't. Is Kevin Holland capable? Yes. Kevin Holland usually gets in trouble mostly with people that grapple him. He accepts position. But, like I just said, he just got defeated by an old man that calls himself Wonder Boy. So, my pick in this one, because I believe MVP is a much better version of Wonder Boy Thompson, I think that'll show tonight. Michael Venom Page gets it done, and look for him to have a big, humongous fight next. Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. Now, Dustin Poirier is a legend. He's never held the undisputed title. He's been interim, but he's fought the who's who, and he's been in absolute wars. Every fight that he's ever been in is entertaining. Go back and watch him. But he's fighting Benoit Saint Denis, who is a wrecking machine. He's taken everybody out. Yes, he's lost one fight, but I believe all of his wins have been by finish. He's either submitting you or he is knocking you the hell out. Dustin Poirier is coming off a knockout loss to one Justin Gaethje. Now, Dustin Poirier is no spring chicken. One wonders how much does he have left in the tank? Is his chin deteriorating after all of the wars that he's been through? Is Benoit Saint Denis patient enough, skilled enough to take out someone the caliber, the ilk of the Diamond? I think so. I think this is a changing of the guard fight, and I think Benoit Saint Denis puts his flag firmly in the canvas as his hand is raised in victory. Main event, Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Cheeto Vera. Now, I know everybody says Cheeto beat Sugar Sean, even though Sean never acknowledges it. If you go back and watch that fight, Sean O'Malley was doing his thing, but he was injured in the fight by things that Cheeto was doing. And then when Cheeto saw that he was hurt, he went in and got the kill. A real kill in a real war. A la Nathan Diaz. Either way, that was years ago. The two have gotten better both on each side. Cheeto Vera has never been a volume striker, so I for damn sure don't see him winning a decision, whereas a Sugar Sean O'Malley will pick you apart all damn night. Do I see Sugar Sean O'Malley getting finished for the first time in his career in the main event of his first title defense? No. I think this is a coronation, if you will, for the next big star that this promotion and this sport is starving for. Look for Sugar Sean O'Malley to get this done, and in impressive fashion. Those are my picks. UFC 299. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the fights, and until next time, stay frosty.